evening to the participants joined in the Delhi virtual program on work-life balance conducted by the Professional Skills Enrichment Committee in association with Heartfulness. We have with us today's resource person, Mr. Stans from the French Embassy, of course, and we have with us the other exponent of the work-life balance, or we can fondly call as a meditator. Whenever you are talking about that one is on that aspect, CA Pradeep Gupta, Mr. Prasanna Krishna, Madhurika Agrawal Madam, and Minalili Shah. So welcome to all this exponent of work-life balance, along with Trans, the resource person to this platform. Right now, that one is, as we have already introduced on the yesterday's session, on the aspect also, we once again want to introduce Mr. Stans in front of our audience, so that we once again request to Pradeep Gupta to introduce Mr. Stans in front of this audience.
Okay. Thank you, Dr. Sambit. It is my pleasure to introduce Stan. Mr. Stan works for the Foreign Affairs Ministry of France. He worked several years at the Crisis Center in Paris before developing extensive experience while serving abroad in China, India, Turkey, Slovakia, and Bangladesh. He holds a master's degree in law and economy from Nice, France, and is certified meditation trainer for the past 20 years. He was a visiting faculty in a leading business school in Europe to sensitize students on meditation, wellness, and inner transformation, performance, and quality to being. He conducts numerous programs, retreats, keynotes on the benefits of meditation from a scientific perspective in various companies, and inspired professionals with new approaches to well-being, performance, emotional intelligence, leadership, and consciousness evolution. He makes meditation fashionable and easy to integrate in our daily busy life. Mr. Stan is driven by deep aspiration to bring a more heartfulness way of life through his close association with the Heartfulness Institute for the past few decades. He traveled widely around the world to discover different cultures and enjoy windsurfing. Over to Stan.
Thank you for the introduction, and thank you for Archive for the opportunity, and my pranams and good evening to all. Okay, so yesterday I was explaining that we have a course with several modules which are showing how meditation, regular practice of meditation, can help us to improve our health, our well-being, our performance. And this will be going into details. And in the first part, the first theme, we explained, how, with regard to health, regular practice of meditation can help us to, down-regulate, to moderate the impact of our environments, especially with regard to stress. And I try to explain that how our inner environment and how our outer environment and inner environment are very much, interfering each other's. And most of our stress reactions are often subconscious. They just happen below our awareness, and they trigger a stress response, which can be, affecting our behaviors, way of thinking. So the question that we ask is that, are we then victim of our environments, or are we stronger than our environment? And that is the whole thing about, meditation, because we cannot handle stress just by reading books. We need mind and heart training. Therefore, meditation is important. But then when we are experiencing stress, often we are so busy with what we are doing that we don't realize that I have stomach pain, I have back pain, I have tension, that I'm sweating, that I am not able to perform normally. I am caught up in my stress response and my fear, and I don't have self-awareness, which is one of the main benefits that meditation can help us. We are trained to heighten our quality of attention to ourselves and heighten self-awareness. And therefore, we can be aware of how the stress response is affecting us and then take actions. Because often if you ask someone, oh, are you often stressed? In all the companies, they say, yes, I'm stressed. I have so many pressures, so many demands, so many targets to achieve with less time, with less employees. And then I said, what do you do about it? And then there is no more response at that moment. Okay.
वेवली के साथ बहुत लोड मत करो क्योंकि उस
So I explained yesterday how we can transform stress into wellness by using small practices, which allows us to counterattack the stress response with the relaxed response. And we don't have to, we experience one small technique, which is called the moment to connect, like our inner connect practice. Now I would like to do something else, which is called the express cleaning. Often we want to meditate and we have so many thoughts which are popping up. Or sometimes we just had an argument with our family members and we are so angry or with a colleague. And then we have to start a phone call or we have to make a presentation. But I am still under the grip of my emotions. So how to get rid of these agitation within ourselves? So today I would like that we do this micro cleaning, express cleaning in the form of a micro practice. And then later on, we will do it for a longer time so that we learn how to, clean all these mental and emotional clutter inside ourselves after a working day, every day. So let's start together. Please sit comfortably and gently, softly close your eyes. You can take a deep breath in if you want. Through the nose, inhale deeply. As you exhale, just let go. One more time. Inhale deeply. Exhale, just let go. One last time. Let go. So now gently bring your attention to the back, meaning from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. And make the suggestion that all complexities and impurities are being removed, brushed out of your system from the back. Leaving it in a form of little smoke or vapor. So I repeat. Bring your attention to the back. Make the suggestion that all the complexities and impurities of the day are being removed, brushed out of your system, leaving it from the back in a form of little smoke or vapor. This is an active process, so apply your will as needed. And now imagine that from the front, the current of the source of light, of the divine light, is entering into your heart and helping you in removing all the complexities and impurities which are going away from your back in a form of little smoke or vapor. And now you can feel that this sacred current of the source of light is filling up your entire system. Making you feeling simple and pure. So that is all. But take your time. Just observe yourself. Observe your feelings, your inner space. And absorb this new quality of being. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. And come back to the session, to the here and now. And again, just observe how these few moments of express cleaning can totally shift the quality of your awareness. Thank you. So yesterday I was explaining how we can transform stress into wellness. We counterattack the stress response with the relaxed response. And then we connect our mind, our heart to reestablish heart-brain coherence. This heart-brain coherence is very conducive for cognitive activities. Simply put, when my heart is at peace, my mind is at ease. And when my mind is at ease, all possibilities increase. So it's good to be able to handle stress, to be handling crisis. But there is something even better. It's how to develop mental prevention. How to train our mind to be stress-free, to be immune to stress and emotional triggers so that it can navigate with more ease. And this is where, regular practice of meditation can be very helpful. And for that, I will refer to the research of Richard Davidson, who observed that people who are stressed, anxious, and depressive, they develop brain circuitries which are related to the right prefrontal cortex. And what is observed in such person is that whenever there is a stressful information or a threat or perceived threats which is appearing, all their attention is hacked toward this negative information. And therefore they keep, they keep on ruminating, keep on looking for the same information and ruminating on the same thoughts. Therefore, stress leads to anxiety and depression. On the contrary, what he observed is that people who are happy by nature or who are meditating regularly, they develop brain circuitries which are related to the left prefrontal cortex, to positive emotions. And what is observed is that people who are of such characteristics, they are able to detach themselves from the external circumstances, and they can keep the focus on the activity or the feeling that they want to have. And why not choosing happiness? So when we practice regularly meditations, we are training our mind, our brain to be more detached, to be more wired, to be more focused on what we want to pursue and achieve and how we want to feel. And there is why is it important? Because I have mentioned earlier that when we are stressed, we activate the stress response. And actually this is, governed, controlled by the amygdala. The amygdala is in charge of the stress response, but also for the rewards, the compassionates, the excitements that we want. But if we're exposed to an environment which is constantly, stressful, aggressive, and challenging, then we oversensitize. We always, activate the amygdala, which is then always triggering, the stress response. And it is already, very, already and efficient in that, in a sense that because of survival, it's important to be, protecting ourselves against aggressions. So the 2/3 of the cells of the amygdala are primed to label negative informations. So we are pre-ready to see negative informations to protect ourselves. So we tend to be overreactive to stress and negative information. So what is observed is that people who are regularly meditating, they are able to moderate the activity of the amygdala. They are able to strengthen the connection between the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala. And therefore they can down-regulate the stress triggers. Okay. Instead of being overreactive, then they are able to down-regulate the bandwidth, the connection between the thinking brain, the rational brain, the executive part of the brain is able to absorb the emotion, the stress triggers, the emotional charge, and therefore they are able to take better decisions. They are able to, set take a pause, take a distance, and then keep on deciding in a more rational way, in a more analytical way, in a more balanced way. You might have seen this kind of person at office that every time that you bring some stressful information, they react, they overreact, they are explosive. We call these kind of decision makers like the compulsive reactive. Okay. So we don't want to become like that. We can be just much more paused by training our mind to be more, able to cope with stress response. So how long does it take to develop such mindsets? Richard Davidson observed that if you actually only meditate 30 minutes a day during 8 weeks, then you literally change the gray matter concentration of the amygdala, which is more able then to downregulate which is less sensitive to stress triggers. And they found out that the key qualities that are developed when we practice regularly meditation, and for that I refer to his book, Altered Traits. There are three main things which we develop through meditation, which are helping us to better handle stress. It is first, attention control, or ability to be focused on something. Two, emotional regulation. First, self-awareness, attention control, and emotional regulation. So self-awareness I've mentioned earlier, attention control, and emotional regulation. And actually there is, and we will see deeper next week, there is in the next module, there is a clear link between attention quality and emotional balance. Someone who has a high quality of focus will be able to disregard all the distractions and the stress triggers and be able to focus, to continue to be active in what he is doing. And therefore, he is more emotionally balanced. Okay, so I think that is enough for the science for today. The main idea is that it's good to handle stress, to handle crises, emergencies, and to have techniques to transform stress into wellness. But better is to develop mental preventions. And that is, can be acquired when we meditate regularly, where we are able to detach ourselves from the external circumstances. And we can keep a mind free to focus on what he wants. And this kind of mind can also be, down-regulating, controlling the stress triggers to be able to take the right decisions and continue what he wants to do, or the feeling that he wants to keep. How long does it take? Science researches are showing that changes in the gray matter concentration in the amygdala can happen if we meditate just 30 minutes a day during 8 weeks. That having said, so now I would like that we do the practice again, and we will do now for a longer way, the cleaning. So I would like to detail the cleaning a little bit further. So often we meditate and we have a lot of thoughts. We want to meditate and connect with the peace within, with the lightness inside our heart. But when we do it, there is a lot of tension, there is a lot of emotion, there is a lot of worries, a lot of thoughts which are happening. And we are not able to connect. And instead of connecting to our heart, or to the best qualities which are there, we connect with our problems, with our worries. And that is absolutely normal. So what we do is that we can learn to clean all these impressions, all these complexities, mental clutter and emotional clutter. And for that, we use our willpower with the suggestion that all these complexities and impurities are going away from my system, from the back, meaning from the top of the head to the tailbone. We apply the will. When we take shower, we just to clean our dirt. We don't just stay below the water. We use our will to remove all of these, dust and dirt. So here, the same way, we apply the will to remove all the impressions, complexities of the day. And after some time, then we feel that from the front, the sacred current of the source of light is entering into my heart, helping me to remove all these impressions. And after that, it is filling up my entire system. Okay? So I would like that we do it together. Please get ready, sit comfortably. And again, gently, softly close your eyes. Invite yourself to be relaxed. And now gently bring your attention to the back. Meaning from the tailbone all the way up to the top of the head. And feel that all complexities, impurities are being removed, brushed out of your system. And as they are going away from the back, they are escaping in a form of, they are leaving you in a form of smoke or vapor. This is an active process, so apply your will as needed. If you find yourself distracted, very gently bring back your attention to the back. And feel that all complexities and impurities are being removed, brushed out of your system from the back, leaving it in a form of little smoke or vapor. And as you're getting used to the cleaning process, you can now accelerate it, intensify it. as complexities are going away. You feel simple. And as impurities are going away, you feel pure. And now you can feel that from the front, the secret current of the source of light, of the divine light, is entering into your heart and helping you in the cleaning process. So feel that from the front, the secret current of the source of light, of the divine light, is entering into your heart and helping you in removing all the complexities and impurities which are going away from your back in the form of either smoke or vapor. as complexities are going away. You feel simple. And as impurities are going off, you feel pure. And now you can feel that this secret current of the source of light is filling up your entire system, every part, every limb, every single cell is filled up, flooded with this source of light. And now you can feel that your heart has become a center of light. And you can conclude the cleaning with the suggestion that it was completed efficiently. And that is all. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed for one more moment. Just to observe yourself. Observe your feelings, your inner space, and appreciate, savor, absorb this new quality of being. And when you feel ready, you can slowly open your eyes. reconnect with your surrounding. Still remaining in resonance with your heart. Very nice. Thank you for joining the meditation. If you have a pen and a paper handy, whatever you have at hand, or it's okay if you don't have, just write a note of how do you feel after the meditation. If you don't have a pen and a paper, just observe yourself and make a mental note of how you feel after the meditation. Hey, thank you. So if you have questions, I will be happy to answer. While they come up in the chat, I may just clarify that yesterday we did the relaxation and the meditation, which are the first two core practices of heartfulness meditation or heartfulness practices. And today we did the cleaning, which is a very essential aspect of the practice. We normally do the cleaning for 20 to 30 minutes every day after our working day is over, so that we can regain a purity of heart, purity of consciousness. Otherwise, we go back from home with all our worries and stress and emotions. And what do? We just, throw it on our family members. And we can legitimately ask ourselves, is it what I want to share with my family members? Is it the qualities that I want to show to my daughter or son? Or maybe I need to, do a little bit of centering, cleaning, so that I can regain freshness of consciousness and then be fully attending and being the best of myself with my family members. So whenever you can do it even when you are sitting on the taxi to save time, but just do some little of cleaning. Actually, there cannot be deep meditation or good meditation without good cleaning. Meditation is like having a fast car. Your mind becomes very sharp, very powerful. But imagine if the car is on a muddy and stony road. It won't be able to go fast. So the cleaning is like making the road clean and clear so that the mind can achieve its target. So I think that there are some questions. Okay. So I was suggested to
Stan, do you want me to read it?
Yeah, I'm not understanding the question.
Please tell me, please tell how it works when it was done before online internet came. Can I request Dr. Sambit to ask the question? Because I think first few words, there is some confusion. Since you're anywhere there, could you ask a question?
The question all about that one is particularly how you will be helpful to family and staff to all efforts from becoming the chartered accountant to earning to be healthy and happy. Basically, the question is that one is how you can maintain the things of earning as well as healthy and happy. Means three things all together, how it can be adjusted or how it can be justified. Earning, healthy, and happy.
So, meditation helps us to create an inner environment which is so strong, so balanced, so anchored that whenever we are exposed to a challenging environment, whether it is physically challenging or mentally challenging, we are able to control our mind, control our emotions, and remain true to our aspirations. So when we are able to control our body and like do this relaxation, this deep breathing, this counter-attacking the stress response by the relaxed response, we make our body we make our metabolism balanced and ready to perform at its normal ability or its best ability. Then we create, a mental easiness. The mind cannot perform if it is, attacked by stress or emotions. The mind is best performing when it is at ease, when it feels safe. A little bit of stress is good to motivate it, to give a little bit of adrenaline. But when we're exposed to too high level of stress and for too long time, then that can be harmful for our physical health and mental health. So in that sense, meditation is very helpful to allow us to become self-aware, to see how our body is reacting to our environment. It is making our mind also more able to down-regulate, to take a pause in the face of challenges, and to be able to be better focused on what we want. And whenever we are able to perform well and when we are in alignment with who we are, with all the potentials, with all the goodness that are available in our heart, and all the qualities of the heart are like love, care, compassion, kindness, appreciation, courage, kindness. All of these good qualities of the heart have a space, have a environment, they are nourished, they can flourish and enrich my consciousness with these human values, with these best qualities of my own self, and they will, percolate in my actions. So in that sense, I will be able to better behave with the others, to be a better person, better family member, and better colleague. And therefore, in that sense, meditation is not only beneficial for me, but for those who are, for my relationships, for my entourage, for my work environment. If whenever there is someone comes to you and you react because of the pressure that it causes on you, how would the person feel? This is not the kind of relationship that we want to have. This is not going to motivate the other person. This is not going to inspire the person and to be willing to work with you or to be staying in an environment which is so aggressive. On the contrary, if we're able to take stress positively, to transform stress, to be immune to stress, and as we will see in the next session, how we can develop a positive attitude to stress, then these attitudes are contagious to the others and it creates a better environment. Is it kind of answering the question? Okay. How do we manage ourselves working beyond and contracted hours? Well, what I think meditation can help us and the practices of heartfulness can help us with is that we can make some pauses, we can make some breaks, we can give us some air bubbles of oxygens. I told you earlier that I was working yesterday that I was working at the crisis centers. when a crisis starts, you know when it starts, but you never know when it ends. And you have to be there working. And it happened to us to work 3 days on a row and continue for several weeks like that. But what I found very helpful is that I was developing self-awareness, and then I was knowing that my body needs some pause. My body needs some recharging time, some oxygen time. So I was doing some pause, I was doing some breathing exercises, I was doing some centering exercises, which was making me much more resilient and fresh in a long term. So as we are also, you will see in the next modules, which are on the, focus, how we improve focus and therefore performance at the cognitive level, which leads to peak performance, to flow states, where we gain extraordinary competitivity, extraordinary ability or high level of memorization, learning, and high quality of decision making. We become much more efficient in what we are doing, and we are able to, make more with less time. So in a sense that all this time that we invest in meditation to develop a high quality of consciousness, which is sharp, which is clear, which is more composed, which is more happy, we improve our efficiency. I'm not saying that this is a miracle solution and that it is a solution to everything. I'm saying that it truly allows us to better use our inner potential. And we have so much available inside us. But the problem is that we never take time to look at within and allow these best qualities, this inner potential to flourish. This potential doesn't even have space, and we don't even look at it. So meditation is giving that space and that time to nourish and make this inner potential flourish. And when we have this, it's remarkable to see that it totally changed the way I perform and the way I feel happy. So I'm sure to answer this question, you will see all through the modules that's
Yes.
it will improve so many life qualities, so many mental capacities.
Thank you, Stan.
Most welcome.
With this, we are thankful to Mr. Stan on delivering on that one as each and every aspect of the work-life balance through meditation, through other things, so that we are thankful to you once again for deliberating on the various aspects of work-life balance. We are also thankful to each and everyone present from Heartfulness, C.A. Pradeep Gupta, Mr. Rajiv Gupta, Mr. Prasanna Krishna, and Madam Madhurika Agrawal, Madam Dr. Mrinalini Shah. All these people, we are thankful to each and everyone. On behalf of the professional skills enrichment, last but not least, we are thankful to each and every participant joined in this virtual program on work-life balance. With this, we conclude today's session. We are thankful to each and everyone who are there to get it into work-life balance. Thank you to all.
Just one little reminder, Dr. Saab. All participants are requested to fill up the AWLS questionnaire that is circulated today by Professional Skill Enrichment Committee. That will help us to come out with the measured study. Thank you.
All the participants are requested a Google form already, the link for the Google form already circulated through our mass mail mechanism. And also we have put it in the various WhatsApp groups so that you have to expedite in filling up this Google form to get it acquainted with that one is particularly how the things are working on, so that we can devise a mechanism or something like that on the after getting the result of that survey. Thank you to all.
Good night.
Thank you very much. Good evening.
As we conclude today's session,